Hello everybody. This is Velma Ritchie Anderson. I'm from the beautiful mountains of eastern Kentucky, a little place called Locks Creek. But live in Lexington now, and I sure do miss those mountains. Uh, I have a ghost story on YouTube now called Haunted Log Cabin in Appalachia. Uh, but I'm not going to tell you a ghost story. Tonight, I'm going to tell you a really scary story. So, in 1973, in the fall, my family and I lived out in the country, Winchester Road, probably 6 miles from Lexington. And it was a Monday morning, which I hate anyway. I think everybody does. Uh, Going back to work. And my boss had asked me to come in an hour early that day. So I really hated to, because at 6:30 it's pretty dark. It's pretty dark up there. And so I got ready, went out to my car, and I had left my window down. So the whole car seat was soaked. And I went back inside, got a big towel, folded it up, and put it on my seat. Well, I took off down the road in my old car that was, as usual, almost on E gas tank. And tires were not too great either. So I'm driving up this dark, really eerie road to town. And this was 1973. And it's pretty fair. It's mostly farms out there. And the house is set back from the street. So I always hated driving, even with somebody, that long stretch at dark. So there's shopping centers and that type of thing there now, but long time ago. Anyway, so I'm driving along, and I start thinking about, probably a year before this, a young girl was going to school. She probably lived in Winchester, and she never made it. And they found her car out on Winchester Road. The door was open. Her purse was inside. She had a flat tire, but she was never found. So nobody really knows. So I'm thinking, if I ran out of gas or if I had a flat tire, that could happen to me. So I'm driving along like that, and all of a sudden, it was like something tapped me on the shoulder. A heavy hand went on my shoulder and back, and I was petrified. I knew someone had gotten through the window and unlocked the car, and probably was sleeping in the back. So I'm driving and driving, and he doesn't say anything. And the weight gets heavier and heavier on my back, and his fingers are digging into my back. So I keep driving, and I'm waiting for instructions from him, like, just keep driving, lady, or pull over here, or turn right on that road, something like that. But he never said anything, so I kept driving. And it was just driving me insane, because I kept thinking I would never see my daughter walk down the aisle, or never fix the tie on my son's prom outfit, and all those things. Never see my parents again, never see my husband again. And I got close to this. It was right outside town. It's like a mom and pop store, service station, small store. So I thought, no, if he's going to kill me, it's going to be in here. And if I can't pull it in here real fast, I can jump out of the car. So I did a sharp right and pulled right in front of the store. But I couldn't get out because the hand was still on my arm and shoulder. So I sat there and finally I just turned my head to the right and looked right into the eyes of my cat Tom. I didn't know whether to laugh or cry, so I did both. And I got myself together and went to work, but I knew I was going to have to take Tom home at lunch, so I pulled around back of the office I worked in, put the windows down a couple of inches, and it was good weather. Uh, Went inside and thought about that a lot for sure. But I came out at lunch to take Tom home, and as soon as I opened the door, he must have been sitting in the driver's seat. As soon as I opened the door, he jumped out and went under the car. So now I don't know what to do. So I get down on the ground. I scoot my whole body, calling on the car, calling out, Tom, come here, get your butt over here. But he did not move. He just sat. And by the time only my feet are sticking out from under the car because I was trying to just catch him. And I heard somebody say, "Can I help you?" And it was the voice of my manager. So I scooted myself back out from under the car. And I said, "I'm just looking for Tom." And I could see by his face he thought it was a child or a human down there. So he said, "Tom's down there?" And I said, "Yes, my cat Tom." And he said, "Tomcat?" And I said, "Yes, my cat." And he said, "Well, you stay on this side and I'll go on the other side and we'll see if we can get him out." So he got down on the driveway and put half spot under my car, and I'm on the other side with half my body under. So he's calling Tom, and honestly, Tom went right into his arms, and that's kind of embarrassing. So anyway, we both got out, and I got in my car, and he handed Tom to me through the window, and we were both kind of laughing at that point. So I drove off to go back in the country and drop him off, and that's my story. But seriously, please check the back of your car before you get in, especially you ladies, and lock your car at night because, there's a lot of dangerous people right now. All right? Thanks for listening to my story.